Alright, boom. Well, you probably can't see nothing right now, but this a little video me and Shorty just doing right now. Goddamn, on some shit. We just came to see what movie we just went to go see, baby.
Um, the color girls.
The it's Four Color Girls.
Yeah, four color girls.
Alright, so anyway, I just kind of wanted to get a little perspective on this joint. See these little colored children running up to their car, you know. But look, what was that you were saying? Break it down for me how you was just feeling real quick, baby. I want to get your opinion on the joint. Then I will proceed further with my insight.
Okay, well, I would just like to say that I definitely do like Tyler Perry and all of the works that he's done
No doubt, no
thus
doubt.
far, but it was just like for this particular movie, it was a good movie, but it just seemed like all of Tyler Perry definitely was not brought out, as far as the different subjects. It's easy to talk about those subjects, but where is the solution for it? I just wish that it probably would have elaborated a little bit more, much more of a solution as to the actual initial problems that all of those different females, were going through. So
Right.
shoot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, take your time, baby.
I really did like the movie, but it just seems like those topics are, definitely typical. And there may be that little girl out there that watched the movie and was like, okay, yeah, they're going through it, but, how can I overcome this? What is the resolution to my problem now that I've gone through this? They just don't want to see the situation, and then near the end, the females are united, which is great, but I just wish it would have maybe elaborated more in detail to show some type of execution as to, what
Right.
some of these females should do in these situations that are down and out.
Right. Okay.
Besides, getting to see black actors, which were definitely great actors, top of the line actors at that, which already got money in reality, but maybe being a little bit more real and a little bit much more, personal.
All right. So, all right, and I think she really kind of made the point I wanted to make, even in doing this little video, which is, I dug the movie. It was good. It was suspenseful. It did all the things that entertainment and movies are supposed to do. Go support the movie. But yeah, we're gonna go up here. But like, I guess the real point is that, like my sister said right here, it wasn't as solution oriented, and we definitely hear the hard stories. You know what I mean? Because it's bad out here for all of us. So what I want to do right now is actually present the solution. The solution is this. The solution is that, and part of the problem is that what we've been working for hasn't been really for ourselves. We've really been working to maintain and upkeep the system that really put us in this situation. I know it sounds like an old conversation, going back to the system and so forth, but what I'm saying is this. Here in the movie, you had Janet Jackson. You know what I mean? She was doing her thing as far as being a top executive, whatever. And in doing so, she really wasn't as personal or taking in, getting involved in one of the lives of her assistants, and she could have made a difference much earlier. But aside from all of that, the real point is this. All of our talent needs to be working toward developing our nation. When we make that our goal, then we'll make the type of black men that treat black women right. We'll make the type of women who can support us as we go through it. And we can, you know what I mean? So really, the whole goal has to be not just for the colored girls, not just the children, but we have to work on, like, actually improving ourselves completely. And then we also have to make it our business to be about our business, to be about black business, because it's only going to be when we start getting serious about accumulating our wealth that we can eliminate some of these problems. Some of these problems that we have are strictly financial. A lot of the other problems are strictly are strictly a result of us having these spiritual voids. And a lot of times, we can educate ourselves out of the spiritual void and then understand, and then grow through, get to where we're supposed to be through that understanding. But the financial side is definitely something that will alleviate some of the other stress and some of the other shit that that we find ourselves in that's the root of a lot of these other problems. Like you had 6 different situations in the movie. All of them are really these sisters and these brothers want something to complete themselves. Dude was trying to get married with Shorty. He was on it but didn't know how to treat the one and ended up killing the kids. That's crazy. He's killing himself, really, is what's going on. And what he's trying, and just like at the end of the movie, everybody's looking for that God in themselves because nobody's telling them that God is in themselves. So we go and do all of these other things, and we make all of these other priorities that have nothing to do with God. So, anyway, we're about to go and get something else to eat real quick. But, you know, just my little perspective on that, yo. So basically, to sum it up, 3 main points is God is in you. So when we look to that, then we have everything that we need. Number 2, let's work toward being about our black business so that we can, we can provide our own jobs and take care of the certain physical, mundane things that we need to handle. And the last point is when you make movies nowadays, don't just make a movie with the problem showing how messed up we are or how messed up black women are, or this, and that. Show the movie and also offer a solution. Please, that's what we're talking about. Offer a solution. And with that being said, we're going to get some pizza and keep it moving. One. What, baby?
Yeah, and I was just going to say, now, at first I didn't really understand, the thought behind what Spike Lee was saying about, Tyler Perry. I do appreciate him as, definitely a great, artist, as a black man, taking this movie thing by force. But, 10 years down the line, just like...
What?
Like Do the Right Thing and
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X and the other one was the girl.
Which one?
The black and white movie.
Oh, Jungle Fever.
His very first movie.
Oh, She Gotta Have It.
Yeah, She Gotta Have It. They still, carry on some type of meaning. So, definitely keeping people deep in thought besides reminding them of what was actually done to them.
Yeah.
Definitely will make a difference in the next person's life besides being quick to send something out just to... Yeah,
and not putting out the cause and effect of things so that we can arrive at a ill solution. But word is born. But that's it, baby?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's go get this food. Yo, everybody, we signing off. Southside Richmond. Peace.